Hey guys, and welcome back. Check out our main website, stumpthespread.com, where you can register a free account to stay up on all the latest at Stump the Spread. Check out our daily free plays every single day. And for those on mobile, things look a little different but function the same way. Register a free account, log in, and access all of our picks every day. Heading on into today's NBA pick video play for March 9th, 2018. Going to be talking about this Eastern Conference matchup here between the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. Give our lean on who we feel has the edge to cover this spread. The Chicago Bulls coming into this one today as about 8-point underdogs. On the year right now, the Bulls, they're sitting at 22 and 42 overall. Clearly a team that would prefer to be in tank mode right now to increase their odds in the upcoming NBA lottery, but they did get kind of a heads up from the league that they need to play their starters. They're not allowed to just go into full-on tank mode. And as a result, Chicago, they've actually gone on to win 2 out of their last 3 games, 2 of those wins coming at home against the Dallas Mavericks, and then in their last outing against the Memphis Grizzlies by a final of 119 to 110, and what was a pretty impressive offensive showing there from Chicago. The Bulls on the year right now, 23rd in the league in scoring average, 24th in total team defense, a negative plus-minus of -6 points. Of course, the Bulls knew they were heading into a rebuilding year this season, given the fact that they traded off some of their assets from last year's team, and they do have an intriguing young core of players to continue to build around as they head into the future. Chicago, although they're not in a great spot right now to quickly turn things around, certainly a team that in the next maybe 3 to 5 years could continue to build around these young pieces, maybe bring in a talented veteran or two down the line as they try to get themselves back up to a better place than they're currently standing. But coming into this one, they have a pretty decent shot at staying competitive here on the road against the Detroit Pistons, who have simply been awful ever since Reggie Jackson went down with an injury a while back. They have just not been able to find consistency on the offensive side of the ball. They've now gone on to lose their last 4 games in a row and 7 out of their last 8. Of course, the Pistons did go on that winning streak once they made the trade for Blake Griffin, but they've come back to reality a bit more over the past few weeks of action. And although Blake Griffin has been looking pretty impressive, the fit with him and Andre Drummond just doesn't seem to be working out all that well. Drummond's not used to playing with a guy like Blake Griffin, at least at this point early on in the experiment. It looks like Drummond's having a harder time adapting than Griffin. Of course, Blake, he had all of those years playing alongside DeAndre Jordan over with the Clippers. But Drummond, he has increased his value this year with the Pistons. He's improved his free throw shooting. He's still a monster on the boards, and he can be effective in the right situation. So maybe the Pistons try to trade him in the offseason now that they have Griffin as kind of their go-to big man right now. It'll be interesting to see how that situation plays itself out for Detroit. Also, we just need to get more of a sense of what this team can be once Reggie Jackson comes back and they actually have a starting caliber point guard in their starting lineup. That's probably the first step that we need the Pistons to take to see if they need to make any changes to this core that they currently have to build with. So the Pistons, they came up just short in their last outing at home against the Raptors, losing that by a final of 119 to 121. A much more competitive result there for the Pistons than what we had been seeing out of them previously. And this is a Detroit team that has in general been quite a bit better on their home court than what we've been seeing them on the road ever since Reggie Jackson got injured. But coming into this one as 8-point favorites, it just doesn't feel like the Pistons have been good enough to be 8-point favorites against any team in the NBA right now. We see this as probably being a competitive matchup with either team really maybe having a shot at going on to win this one. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and side with the Chicago Bulls here with those points as the better value play. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. You disagree, give it a thumbs down. Check out all of our picks for today over at stumpthespread.com and click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in. We hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.